Hi there, my name is Wendy. I'm a Pipa teacher based in Toronto. Today we're going to talk about two techniques that are very closely interlinked. One is the Zhua, which is using your two fingers going inwards like this. Usually the first string plus some other string. The other one is the Feng, which is the opposite, which is when you're in this type of position going outwards like that. So those sometimes can use by itself, combined with a pluck, or they can be combined together like this. Or they can be used in combination with other things. This is a Zhua with a pluck, or which is a Feng with a pluck and a thumb. So this technique comes very, very commonly in a lot of the Chinese traditional pieces. It adds a lot of texture to single notes and can give you a very simple chord. So usually it's octaves or it's kind of like a fifth. So this technique usually used with one single string as we do the melody on the first string or second string, and then we'll add a texture by adding an open string on the third or the fourth like this. So we do a melody on the outer string, and then we have the open string on the lower strings. Okay, so how do we do this? This technique, there's a little bit of trick to it, so it's not as easy as people think. We usually use the small joints here and also on the thumb here for most of the forces. It's like a little clamp going in and a little kick going out. So that is that's where all your powers are coming from. The other thing that's a little bit different about this technique is actually it's doing a C shape inwards towards the string and back out that way. So I'm gonna turn my Pipa sideways so you can see how the motion goes. So first of all, we're coming into the Pipa like this, and this is a Zhua, the first one. And then as your finger go across, and then you go out like that. So you're drawing a C shape, and then you're landing on the string, and then coming back out. Same thing, when we're trying to go the opposite way, which is the Feng, we do from the bottom up, like this, touching the string, and goes out like that. So it comes back in. So it's just drawing a reverse C, right? So a Zhua is downward C, and Feng, the opposite technique, goes out that way. So slow motion wise, it looks like this. Okay, and that is the slow motion. As we try to get it faster, the movement will be smaller and smaller until it's mostly our fingers. However, that type of burst with the movement of like this, like the movement of the C, will not disappear. So when we go slow, or when we go faster, so you see that I'm drawing smaller C's, but that C does not disappear as we speed up the technique. So again, let's recap a little bit. First of all, we have to use our little joints in our fingers to give that power, to give that individuality of the notes. And then on top of that, we have to make sure our positions, our movement of our hand is correct, and that's the C going inwards towards the Pipa and coming outwards, and then backwards C coming into the Pipa and back out again. So we need to do that in order to give that very crisp sound and also to speed it up in the future. So I would recommend that students do slow versions first. As you get used to the technique, you will try to get it faster and faster by limiting the movement, so not drawing out too much, and then as you get faster, you can go smaller and smaller movements until it is natural for you. Again, my name is Wendy. I'm a Pipa teacher based in Toronto. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment, or you can check out my other videos to see how you can learn the basics of Pipa.